There are moments in life when everything feels heavier than it should, not because something dramatic happened, but because the weight has been accumulating quietly for a long time. Responsibilities, expectations, disappointments, unanswered questions, they all just stack up without asking for your permission. You wake up tired, even after a full night's sleep. You find yourself moving forward, but without the same clarity you once had. And deep down a question echoes. How did I end up here? This feeling, this state of being, is not failure. It is fatigue. And there is a profound difference. Failure implies an ending, a final stop. Fatigue, on the other hand, implies continuation. It means you've been carrying something for far longer than most people realize. It means you've been trying, even when the results weren't obvious. It means you didn't quit, you endured. Endurance is one of the most underrated strengths in the world. We celebrate grand achievements. We applaud incredible speed. We admire visible, flashy success. But we rarely acknowledge the quiet, relentless strength of those who just keep going without any applause, without reassurance, without certainty. The truest, most meaningful lives are built in the silence, away from the spotlight. Behind every strong person you know is a season they don't talk about, a period where nothing made sense, where progress felt agonizingly slow, where all their effort felt completely invisible. And yet, they kept showing up, not because they were confident, but because they refused to disappear. They refused to let go of the person they knew they could become. There will be times when your motivation completely fades, when discipline feels like a crushing weight, when the future looks like a blurry, uncertain mess. In those very moments, your mind will try to negotiate with you. It will whisper suggestions of comfort. It will propose delay. It will tell you it's okay to quit, just for now. But growth does not happen in comfort. Growth happens when you stay present in the discomfort without letting it define you. You are not weak for feeling tired. You are not lost because you feel uncertain. You are human, and we humans are not built to move in straight lines. We move in cycles. We fall. We adapt. We learn. We rebuild over and over and over again. The problem is not that life is hard. The problem is that we've been conditioned to believe it should be easy. Every meaningful path includes resistance. Every real transformation demands patience. Every version of your self-worth becoming requires a sacrifice from the version you are right now. And that sacrifice is rarely some dramatic, cinematic moment. It looks like waking up when you don't feel ready. It looks like doing the work when no one is watching. It looks like staying consistent when progress feels so slow it's almost imperceptible. That is discipline. Discipline is not a punishment. It is self-respect in action. When you choose discipline, you are choosing your future over your immediate comfort. You are choosing growth over your excuses. You are choosing who you are becoming over how you feel in this single moment. And that choice, when you repeat it day after day, changes everything. You will have days when you question your direction. Days when you feel so far behind everyone else. Days when you scroll through social media, compare yourself to others, and wonder why their path seems so much easier, so much smoother. But comparison is a distraction. It's a thief of joy and a drain on your energy. You are not meant to live someone else's life. You are meant to live yours fully, with all its pauses, its detours, and its unexpected turns. Some people bloom early in life. Some bloom late. Some bloom quietly, in ways that only they can see. Timing does not determine your worth. What matters more than anything else is persistence. As long as you continue, you are still in the game. As long as you learn, adapt, and keep moving forward, you are not finished. Your story is not over just because this chapter is difficult. Pain does not disqualify you. Delay does not define you. And struggle does not mean you are failing. Often, struggle means you are incredibly close to growth. Before clarity comes confusion. Before strength comes tension. Before confidence comes doubt. This is the pattern. This is the natural rhythm of transformation. And one day, often without any warning, things will begin to shift. Not because life suddenly becomes easy, but because you have become stronger. You've become more grounded, more capable of carrying what once felt completely overwhelming. That is how growth reveals itself. Quietly. Subtly. You won't wake up one morning feeling like a completely different person. Instead, you'll wake up and realize that the things that used to break you no longer do. That what once felt impossible now just feels manageable. You'll find yourself standing in a place you once thought you could never reach. And when that moment comes, you'll understand something deeply important. The hard days were not wasted. The slow, grinding progress was not pointless. The struggle was shaping you. It was forging you into the person you were always meant to be. So if life feels heavy right now, don't you dare turn back. Slow down if you must. Rest if you need to. But do not abandon yourself. Do not walk away from the future you are still capable of building. You don't need to have everything figured out. You don't need to have perfect clarity or some grand plan. You don't even need constant motivation. You only need one thing: commitment. Commitment to show up for yourself. Commitment to keep learning. Commitment to move forward, even when the steps are small and unsteady. That is Inoue. Stay disciplined. Stay patient. Stay moving. Your strength is being built in places you can't even see yet. And one day, you'll look back and realize this was a season that forged you. This was the time you became unbreakable. If this message resonated with you, take a moment to like, share, and subscribe. Your support helps us create more content just like this. Thank you for listening.